Hey you guys, it's Into the Stars. We're going to shift gears a little bit here, and I'm going to try to whet your appetite for truth and kind of take you through some of my journey through the early days of when I was starting to learn truth. Now, I have some Jamaican ancestry, but that is not how I came about finding this information. I actually came about finding this information through the natural course of truth. Now, this is the Kebra Nagast, and it is a fascinating story that most of it overlays nicely over the Bible, but then we get added information. Now, this is an ancient text. It tells the story of the Queen of Sheba and how she went to visit King Solomon. And it also tells about why she got all the gold that she did and why she actually went to see Solomon, because she was seeking wisdom. Here are some chapters to look at. This is www.sacredtext.com /AFR/KN/ and talks about how she traveled, and then she actually became pregnant from King Solomon. And through the course of this story, her son then comes back and returns to Jerusalem to see his father. And when he arrives, it speaks about how he looked so much like his father that he was mistaken for him. Now, in some strange twist of events, Solomon's son, through the Ethiopian bloodline, stole the Ark of the Covenant and brought it back with him to Ethiopia. Now, there are stories in Ethiopia about St. Mary's Church of Zion, where there are guards posted around an object, and no one is allowed to enter but the guards. The guards develop cataracts within 3 to 5 years of their post. They have to keep replacing them. We also have stories. I want you to do some research on Ethiopia and their temple that is carved from solid rock into the ground. It is a relief of a temple carved from the ground. Impossible by even today's standards. Now, there is a few chapters in here where it shows the mourning of Solomon, why he lost the Ark of the Covenant, and God tells Solomon to trust him. Shortly thereafter, Jerusalem is invaded and the temple is ransacked, I believe by the Philistine army, looking for Zion, which is what they call it, but it's actually the Ark of the Covenant. Now, the Ark of the Covenant had great power. Down through this day, the monarchy in Ethiopia has tracked their bloodline. Here's an emperor here from 1930, Selassie. He was the heir to the dynasty that traced its origins by tradition from King Solomon and Queen Makeda. Okay? There are stories upon stories of this monarchy, and these are the roots through which the Rastafarian movement has come about. Now I'm going to show you something very compelling here. This is a tapestry from the 1800s. There was a battle between the Italians and the Ethiopian army, and it became the first time in colonial history where an African nation was able to repel a European army. And I want you to look at this object in between the two armies, and I want you to tell me what you think that is. I don't believe it's a tree. So hopefully I've whetted your appetite for truth to keep on seeking. I don't claim to know everything, you guys. These are just some of the things that I've come across that were fascinating to me, that helped me to expand my knowledge base. These are things you will never ever learn in church or anywhere else. You will only learn it through your own personal search for truth. Take care and be safe.